Hello and welcome back to Coating Gaming. We are here for episode number 4 of our Kerbal Space Program career series, and in this episode we will launch the Kerbal Space Program Mark 5. This is what I've done here. We've got these two kickbacks of fuel boosters because we have a mission to perform them. So during staging, launch them at the test pad. So we'll be doing that on the launch site. The swivel engine I won't be able to do, fly by the moon, but it's just trying to get up to quite a high altitude to get some more science, because yes, we are lacking in the old science department. We need some solar panels to launch the first ScanSat probe that I built in the last episode. So this is what I'm going to try and do. I haven't actually tested it, so hopefully it will work. So let's go onto the launch pad and see what happens. So Jebediah is here, and it does look a little bit weird at the moment in time because they updated the game, so my visual mods aren't looking at the greatest at this moment in time, but we should be able to do the little test here. There we go, we do start launching. I have got some little winglets down here to give us a bit more control on the ascent. And we should be able to pretty much get all the way to orbit with these ones, I reckon. Pretty much, at least. We'll go straight up in the beginning, and then we'll start to level out and start to get a little bit of the periapsis leveling out, evening out. Can we potentially move it now? I am starting to turn it slightly. There is no gimbal in these rocket boosters, hence why I've done the winglets. But it isn't looking like that's happening, which is fine. I'm going to stop doing it and start wasting the electric charge here. Oh, it's going down anyway, so I'll continue to hold the button at least. Yeah, the graphics mod isn't working as intended. We are rapidly approaching. Oh, no, don't let it spin too much. We are rapidly approaching. Yep, we are currently out of the atmosphere. We are going quite high up, but we are going to need to level off here. So I'm going to let them go. I'm going to look at the map screen. Are we in a... Are we orbiting? No, I was going to say we haven't approached an escape velocity. Surely not, because we are going to turn it over now. Get it so it's approaching 90 degrees or 180. Is it 180? Yeah, 180. Right, and then when we still can't do. We still can't do manoeuvre now, so I'm just going to fire up the engines here. We should have quite a lot of delta V left. There you go, the rocket boosters are going down. We should get quite a nice apoapsis and periapsis here. I'm going to circularize and then adjust. I'm now going to go a bit closer towards the apoapsis, and then we should just start burning again. There we go. That's a bit better. As you can see on this map here, that we should get an orbit here. I'm going to go for quite an elliptical orbit. As soon as that hits above 70, we'll kill the engines. We can't, so we'll detach that one, fire up this engine. We have got a bit more delta V here. And boom. We now are entering an orbit, which is great. So if I remember correctly, I haven't got anything that I can do here. Nope. Does that actually turn the lights on and off? Oh, it does. Right, turn the lights off. We don't need the lights on at this point in time. That'll just cause us to use electric charge, which we do get from the engine anyway. And we will just fast forward time. So we get closer to this periapse. So our periapse is 81,000. Am I firing that way? Is that the right way? No, other way, other way, other way. Right, oh, no, come back. Right, there we go. There it is. We need to make our orbit a little bit higher. It should do it quite fast here. I'm going to go 500,000. And I'm going to see if that means we can get more science now. If not, we'll come back around again and we'll do the same again. So let's warp up. Right, where we come in. Right, let's see if we does it now. Crew report. Space high over Kerbal. Yes, it does. Right, so we'll EVA here. We'll do an EVA report. Then we'll get back in. We'll turn that back on. We will. If we open the doors, then observe it. At least we then can close the doors, which we can. Right. Service bay. Let's get all these tests. Log temperature. Loads of science. Mystery goo. Good. And pressure data. That is great. Now, if I was confident enough, I'd take that data out of there so we don't need to return it, but I am not confident enough for that. So, when we get to our apoapsis, we're going to need to start bringing our orbit down a bit. Oh, sorry, our periapsis. Yeah, we're going to need to start. Yeah. Because I don't want to come in too hot here. Ooh. Right, well, that's cocked that up a slight bit. There it is. Come on. Get it. So bring it down. There we go. So our periapsis now is below the orbit. So we will come in quite hot here. Right, it's below the atmospheric line, so we start to dip in. And if we do just a couple more rotations, it should pretty much get there. So we didn't need to do all this sort of... We didn't need to over-engineer it this much. Right, when we do enter the atmosphere, it should pop us down into... Oh. Come on. There it is. Right. Then we go into the atmosphere. It will revert us back to 1 times time warp. Good. And then we can just lower the... And there it is. So now we will be entering, I do want to splash down sort of there. If we can splash down, that would be great. And I think we should just detach this and we should hope for the best here. Right, we have got the heat shield on there, so this should be fine. As soon as we get some heating lines, I will cancel the time warp as per usual. It's pretty much in the middle. And we will go down and try and splash down quite nicely here, get all the science back. Continuing to adjust here. We are not getting any sort of... Oh, we are. The heat is beginning. It is using it slowly. There isn't any visual indicators that there is heat, though, other than it's just glowing. Which it might be the... Oh, here it is. There we go. There it is. We are now heating up. Coming in quite hot. And there is a... I'm going to put that down there, actually, because we might be able to do another... The Mark 16 parachute, so we might be able to do that. So make sure we are pointing the heat shield down. We are coming in a little bit too fast for this test parachute. Ooh. We don't want anything to explode. So we are time warping slightly, but not too much. Every time it goes out a bit out of shape, we'll... Oh, okay. Oh, we can tell it to point retrograde. Hello. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, no. Come back. We are coming in way too hot, but we are going to splash down, which is good. So there we go. We are now rapidly losing speed as the atmosphere is slowing us down quite considerably. We are going to put the drogue chutes out to slow us down. And we are then going to test it. Do we have to activate the part through staging? Right. Okay, that's fine. We're going to kill off any SAS, so we just let the atmosphere do all the work. Are we slowing down anymore? We are. I'm going to have to cut a parachute here. Cut that one. Right. Cut that one. Do we speed up? There we go. We tested that. Which is good. Hopefully we can... deploy all the chutes, and then I'm going to time warp up. And there we go. Chutes deployed. Right, I can cut those parachutes. We need them, and then we'll just time warp with the main one. And there we go. We have successfully managed to get a lot of science from the upper atmosphere, or the space high above Kerbin. We've done 2 missions, which will give us some more money, which is good. And Jebediah splashes down rather unceremoniously. And I don't think there's anything we can do here, other than to just recover the vessel, which we will do. Jebediah is being flown home in the helicopters and planes and whatnot. And we've successfully managed to do that, so we should be able to unlock some stuff. There we go. We earned 103.7 science, which is fantastic. We spent 300,000, but we recovered 5,000 of it. And Jebediah didn't get any XP, but he did get a wow, we got some ribbons and stuff. Right, research and development. we need these photovoltaic things. Get that. Anything else we can get? I don't believe there is something we can get. No. Nope. It's all too expensive. Yep, so we can't get any of that. But what we can do now is put solar panels on our probe that we built last episode. If you haven't seen that one, make sure you check it out. End of the last episode. So we can now open up the ScanSat probe. And we need to put some solar panels on it. Can I have at least more than just 2? This is going to be a bit annoying to do, but I guess if you have to. Right, and that also does mean we can take some of them off. Put less batteries on it. Can I grab the bloody red thing? There we go, batteries are in there, which is fantastic. I don't know how much this will actually use. Electricity this will actually use. We will put some winglets on, just for a bit of control here. We'll save that one and we'll launch. Maybe if I do everything right. Yep. And there's a little engine in there, isn't there? With a bit of delta V. Yeah. Just to get it up there. Does it have to be above a certain radius? Above 5,000 and below 500,000. Okay, that's fair enough. Right, we will launch that and we'll start getting some ScanSat data as well, which is good. Let's launch. No Kerbals needed for this. Vessels over 30 parts. How many parts have I got? How do I check the part count? I forgot to check the part count. 38. Ugh. Right. There you go. That's 30. Love it. Only 4 solar panels this time. That should be enough. I can't imagine we will use that much electricity, so we'll save that and then launch. Another thing we've got to do is make sure we upgrade the vehicle assembly building. So this is the first time I've actually launched a probe, so there's no SAS. This could be interesting. Right, is there RCS? There is RCS. So we'll launch this. This could end up in an utter failure. But we'll try and launch this into an orbit. Oh Lord, hello. Oh no, it's gone wrong. It's gone wrong. It's gone wrong. I will revert that. I was moving it too much. Right. Let's just go straight up. Straight up for these engines, then we've got some gimbal on the next one, so we'll use that to attempt to circularize and whatnot. it's actually leaning too much. Right. The vehicle assembly building is needed. Right, does that release a part? It does, doesn't it? No. 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 Okay. So. No, that's just going to have to go to 2. Because we need some more wings, I believe. If in doubt, add more wings, yeah. Mark 1.1. Let's try and launch this. This is going to be a bit awkward because there's no like control system. This does look absolutely ridiculous. But we'll go with it. How come we've suddenly got like 5,000 meters per second of delta V? It's fine if it does this, as long as it just doesn't flip. We're running out of fuel here. Bloody Nora, hello. What's happening? Right. So we There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. Nope. Need to go up. There we go. It's roughly what we need. No, 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 no. Right. That was interesting. Right, well, we have roughly done what we need to do. Yeah, the lack of SAS is sort of hindering us here. No, other way, other way. Right, as long as we do make it to an orbit. Right. This is unusual. Oh my lord, hello. Hello. Oh, that's very nimble. I'm using that. Oh, hello. Can we potentially get this to do what we need it to? Oh my lord, this is painful. This isn't the most smooth launch in the world. But it's working. Oh my lord, there's a lot of button presses. Here we go, we are approaching an orbit. Right, we are in a bloody orbit. It's a weird one. But we are currently orbiting. Does it just like sort of... Right. Require complete. No, but no. So. Right. So we start scanning, surely. Is that pointing the right way? Maybe. Yeah, so it is scanning it. Right. So. Ah, you can see it scanning there. Right. It's a bit of a weird orbit. But as you can see, we are now scanning something. I just don't know what to... Well, you can see it on this. I can't zoom it. Oh, no. Jesus Christ. We turn that engine off. Right. Here we go. Here's the big... Well, the big map isn't really working. But either way, we are scanning the surface of Kerbin to find out all of its scientific secrets. So I'm going to make sure we are... yeah, so we are... Okay, when we're on the... We are producing enough electric charge, which is good. Does that help with the whole ScanSat thing? Or not? I don't know. But either way, we are scanning it. We are getting science, I believe, from this. We do accrue science, I believe. Maybe. We don't have it currently, but I think after it does a few rotations, we will have it. And there we go. That is our first... There's a lot of fuel left. That is our first ScanSat probe in orbit. There we go. I think the next... I think the next thing to do would be to potentially try and get to the moon. Or the Mun, sorry. Yeah, so we can leave it up there orbiting past us, and that's fine. If we look at the tracking station, it should show up there as Yep, there it is. It is scanning away. The first thing we've actually left in orbit, but it is orbiting. It probably would do a better job if it was further out, and I might go and adjust that orbit at some point. But which one is it that allows us to so collect surface samples is the research and development. Right, tracking station. No idea what that means. It's unlimited weight there. Basic action groups are available. So, administration, is it? No. Where's the administration building? I've never been in here before. Oh. Okay. So this just allows you to get money from stuff. But is there not? Is it the tracking station, the patched conics? I'm gonna have to see which one it is that allows us to create maneuver nodes, because we really need it now. But there you go, guys. That will be the end of this episode. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you click that like button, comment, and subscribe. If you do end up subscribing, make sure you click the notification bell to stay up to date with everything on the channel. But until next time, goodbye.